Hi folks, welcome to another edition of Ferrum Wrestling 411. I'm Gary Holden, your host. This is Nate Yetzer, our head wrestling coach. Nate, you guys are heading out to the NCO Nationals. That's your last competition for the year. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's the end of the year competition. It's they've had it the last 4 or 5 years. This year it's going to be in Richmond, the Arthur Ashe Center. We're taking our whole team out there, guys that are all healthy. Our guys are really excited about it. It's the last term. It's kind of a last gauge to kind of see where we are at the end of the year, and and then we'll take a little time off and get back after it again.
I know you guys have been working hard. The guys all seem to be excited about it. End of the year, wrapping up basically your first year of competition as a club program. How do you plan to use this as a springboard into your first season of varsity next year?
Well, obviously you want to, it's a great gauge to see where we're at, because we're going to see a lot of teams that, Division III teams and guys that are going to be going there. So we'll kind of see. Hopefully we end up with a lot of success and kind of use that as momentum into next year. So, but it's going to be a great barometer to where we're at right now.
How many other Division III schools will be at this tournament?
It's hard to say. It's an open tournament, so you're going to have maybe one kid from this team, 10 from this team, and
okay.
You kind of get I guess a widespread of a lot of different kids.
Okay. Talk a little bit about how recruiting is going. Ferrum started the wrestling program. Part of it was an enrollment driver. How has that been going so far for you?
It's going great. Right now we have probably 15 or 16 commitments. And this past weekend I went to the AAA, AA, Single A states.
And saw you out there.
As well as the independent states. It was good. We saw probably at least a dozen kids that we're recruiting, place high, and then a couple of champs. And I think, obviously Virginia's our main recruiting area, and I think we're obviously recruiting the right kids, because those kids are having a lot of success in the year.
Looks like you've been having a lot of recruits come on campus as well. Every time I turn around, you've got some of the touring through the Norton Center, touring through this building here. So it sounds like that's been going well.
Yes, it's going great. I mean, out of, I don't know, every 10 kids we bring in, I think 7 or 8 of them said they want to come to school here. And obviously, after that, it's got to work out financially for them. But I think it's going really well. I think the kids that come here, they're really happy with what they see, and they're excited about the program.
Well, from what I understand, there were a couple of parents were down in the lobby here the other day. You had a couple of wrestlers. You were touring them around the building. They were watching wrestling practice, and the parents were sitting in the lobby. They seem thrilled about their sons coming here, the prospect of their son wrestling for you. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, more than anything, too, them being able to see practice, they kind of see the guys that we have in there right now, the young guys that are hungry, the guys that are going to be freshmen again next year. So, as we go along year by year, I think we're going to keep getting more and more guys like that, and it's an exciting thing to be part of.
Great. Hey, Nate, talk a little bit about your camps. You've got some camps coming up this summer, this spring, summer, fall, and everything. Tell me a little bit about what you got planned.
Well, they're mostly June and July. Our camps here on campus will be in the end of June, and we'll be we have 3 different camps. We have a youth camp, it's a commuter camp, and then we have a technique camp, which will be at the last part of June, and then the last one will be a week-long camp, the Panther Gold Camp, and that's more of an intensive camp, basically a college prep camp. Kids that we'll train hard, obviously, and show the kids how to lift, and we'll also have some speakers in talking about diet, talking about financial aid, and the college process, how to go about applying for schools, and that, because that's a maze a lot of kids don't know how to go through.
Right. And I think that's a great opportunity to have, in one setting, you could have some people come in and talk with them about the things that are away from the sport of wrestling that they still have to deal with if they're going to go on to wrestling college.
Absolutely. And we're going to deal with mental preparation and diet, like I said, diet, and stuff like that. And on top of, training extremely hard 3 times a day. So that's a camp that I'm pretty excited about. I kind of took my experiences from working several different camps and kind of combine them all into this camp. So.
Well, it sounds like it'll be real exciting. Panther Wrestling Club, that series starts up in the spring pretty soon here. Tell us a little bit about that.
We start March 19th, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, for the most part, will be up in Roanoke Catholic. And then Sunday nights will be here in Ferrum.
Here on campus,
yes. Yep. And so it's a chance for guys to get more experience in and to wrestle with guys. We're having kids from all over, Chatham, that area, all the way up to I think kids from up in Buena Vista, so and in between. So I think you'll get a widespread of kids that you maybe don't get to see out throughout the year, and different workout partners. So
I know my son's excited about coming and doing that as well, and some of his high school teammates.
Yep, absolutely. And you can go online to see a schedule at www.pantherwrestlingcamps.com. You get the club schedule on there, as well as if you want to register for camp, it's on there as well.
And so the club schedule has a detail basically of when the camps will be, what you'll be doing,
who's teaching, kind of what we're doing, and so you know exactly what to expect when you get there. We're also incorporating some strongman things where we do tire flips, that sort of thing, and also on Tuesdays and Thursdays we'll incorporate some lifting and some plyometrics.
Nice, that's great. All right, so Nate, when will we be back for the next 411 show?
Next Monday. Next Monday we'll kind of wrap up how we did at the NCO Nationals, and talk a little bit more about camps, and just kind of give out the prospect of what next year looks like for us.
Great. So we'll see you next Monday, and we'll be continuing these things on in the.
Yep. We'll probably go once a month in the spring and into the summer as well. So.
Great. Well, thanks for being with us again on the show. Thanks, folks, for listening, and we'll see you next week.